Hi Piper family, I'm so excited this Mother's Day season to be able to share with you guys all of the stories and memories that our residents hold, their loved ones, and to display our love that we have within our community. This year we'll be having another Mother's Day video. They worked so hard to put together this video for you guys, so I hope you enjoy as much as I did recording. And yeah, take a look and see how our residents and staff honored their mothers this season.
Hi, I'm Christy. I'm the Director of Health and Wellness here at the Piper. This is my daughter, Kayla. She's the Assistant Director of Health and Wellness at the Piper.
Yep. Like she said, I'm Kayla. I'm the ADON here at the Piper. I absolutely love getting to work with my mom every day.
My name is Mary Logan.
Hi, my name's Marcia Klein, and everybody knows me as Bunny.
My name is Gail O'Connor, and I'm the daughter of Mary. And I'm one of 5 siblings. I have 4 brothers.
I am Jennifer Allen, Athy niece's daughter.
And I'm Athy. And this is my sweet baby. I have 3 kids, Darren, Scott, and Jennifer. She's the last one. And she's my little baby.
Hi, I'm Casey Mills. I'm Naomi Mills' daughter, her baby daughter.
And she is the baby of the family.
My name is Teresa Planick.
And my name is Susan Planick Corbett.
Hi, I'm Carlisha Watson. I work at the Piper, and I'm a cook here.
Hi, I'm Chantella. I'm a CNA at the Piper.
Hi, I'm Janae Watson, and I'm also a homemaker for the Piper.
My name is Marbles.
Denny Hubble.
And Teresa Scott.
Delphi Dean Scott.
And Kathy German.
Hi, I'm Bo Fodor, Eleanor's son.
And I'm Eleanor Fodor, Mama.
Excellent. Okay. My name is Ariana and I'm a med aide here at the Piper.
My name is Sherry and I am a CNA here at the Piper.
Great.
Hi, my name is Judy Putkammer.
And I'm Kim Bueller.
She was a single mom, so strong for me and my sister. And yeah, I just love getting to learn from her every day. And it brought us a lot closer. She's my best friend, so yeah.
She is caring, she's kind, she loves being around the residents, she loves taking care of them, she loves talking to them, she loves getting to know each and every one of the family members. She loves working with the staff. She's just a great asset to our team. It just is so special that I get to work with her every day also. One of my favorite memories of being Kayla's mom is watching her play softball.
That's what I was gonna say.
She's amazing, she's strong, she's powerful.
My favorite memories with my mom growing up would be her in the stands for softball games, volleyball games. She was always there, even though she had to bust her butt to work and support me and my sister. She made all of our games. She was at them every single weekend. Always the loudest parent in the stand, and she always made her presence. And it's just good to have a mom that's always in your corner. My favorite dish that my mom makes is probably her strawberry cake. I ask for it every year for my birthday.
I would like to tell her is she is my calm. I tend to be a little bit more excitable, and she calms me, and she brings the softer side of me.
I just think that you should know that all of your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. You're a sounding board for me, for everybody in your life, and I just think that that's really special, and you're a special person to everybody, so yeah.
My mom was a quiet, compassionate, gentle lady, and she loved cats. So when I was growing up, we had constantly at least one cat in the house. I remember when I was small, we had this small gray mama kitty, And for some reason, the poor little thing, when she meowed, she couldn't make a sound. And I loved that cat. Well, I don't know how Mom knew when that cat or any cat had to go out during the day, but at night she always put the cat out. And then she would call and come in. Well, this one particular night she put Gray Baby out, because that's what I call my kitty. She put her out, and when she called for her to come in, she wasn't there. So Mom waited, and she called her again, and she still wasn't there. Well, before she went to bed, she tried one more time, and the kitty still wasn't there. So she went ahead and went to bed. Well, the next morning, she got up, she opened the door, and there lay Gray Baby by the door. Well, when I got up, of course, I wanted my kitty, and I asked, Mama, where's my kitty? Where's Gray Baby? And she gently and lovingly set me down and explained about the kitty, lay down, and she went to sleep, and she didn't wake up. I was heartbroken. So I remember asking Mom, well, could we bring her in? And maybe if she got warm, she would wake up. Well, I don't know what Mother others would do, but my mom, she went out, picked that kitty up, brought her in, laid her on a paper behind our coal stove. And I know my mom knew that cat wasn't going to wake up. So that was how compassionate and loving my mom was. She did that for a little girl that had her heart broken.
That is a beautiful.
Mom, I miss you. I miss you. And one of these days I'm going to be in heaven with you.
Oh, Lucille was just, she's the most wonderful woman in the world. And she had 10 children. I was the second of them. And she was just busy all the time. You know, she had those babies to take care of and get to school and all of that. I was just glad she was taking care of things at home. And she did. She was wonderful. But what a job she had.
10 kids.
Yeah.
Hands were busy. What's one of your favorite memories about your mom?
She called me on the phone and told me, I mean, if you just hear her voice, Marcia, I'm having dinner today on Sunday, so please come. And I would do it, but see, that's when I moved away from home. So she would call me. It was so nice to hear her voice. I kind of just wanted to talk today about what a wonderful woman she was and how she did so much for us.
What was one of your favorite dishes or meal that she cooked for you?
She made chocolate cake and cooked it in a cast iron skillet. It was wonderful. And
if you could say anything to your mom right now, what would you say to her?
I'd say, Mama, you worked so hard. And I'm so thankful for all that you did. And I'm not sure I ever let you know. I just want to be sure that she knew how much I loved her and how much the rest of us loved her.
My mother was Leona Poulter, and she was one of 6 girls. She married my father, who was one of 9 brothers. So they had there was 5 of us. We were 5 siblings. My sister and I, and then I had 4 brothers. When we were teenagers, we did roller skating. And my girlfriend had a skating skirt that I just thought was the greatest thing in the world, but Mother made me one because we couldn't afford to buy one. But it was, she put her very good energy into sewing her on her sewing machine. Oh yes, Mother made golumkis, which is a Polish dish, and stuffed cabbage I would tell her I'm lonely for her and being all alone. And my man's living here in the Piper. And to hopefully see her someday.
My mother's Mary Ann, and my favorite memory would be just the fact that she always put her kids first. She took us, made sure that we had a good education. She made sure that she provided for us. She worked extra jobs. She taught me my faith, my religion. She raised me Catholic. She made sure that when I was older, anytime I needed anything, I could always come to her and ask her. Sometimes we had a tumultuous relationship, but in the end, we always made up. I had 4 brothers. I was the only girl, so it was one thing I remember about cooking is that my mom didn't really like to cook, and I remember every Friday we always had fish sticks and macaroni and cheese.
I love it. That was like a tradition for you guys every Friday.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That I love you, and that sometimes I know I'm not always available, but I want to be available to you, and you could call me and ask me for anything, and I would be there for you. And thanks for my life.
My name's Jamison O'Connor. And I'm Riley O'Connor. This is Mary Ham. She's our great-grandmother. The thing that I love about her is that she's always there for me, and that she's very kind to people, and she's very respectful, and I just really love her. That's what I love about her. I love her because she always gives us candy.
What's your name? Ryder. What's your favorite thing about Grandma Mary? Yeah. You love to play with her. Very good. And introduce yourself.
My name is Colton, and what I love about Grandma Mary is she's so kind, and she gives me joy.
My name is Carter O'Connor, and my favorite thing about Grandma is how she always lets me play on her computer, and how she always gives me her mints from Sonic.
Happy Mother's Day!
Berna, she had a bunch of us. I mean, I think there was about 13 of us that she had us, and
2 of them passed away when they were born, I believe.
well,
But there were 11 of them that all grew up, and
she was a wonderful mother. I wish I could have her back.
If you could tell her anything, what would you tell her?
I want her to come back
Yeah.
forever. I don't want her to leave.
I don't know if I can pick a favorite thing. My mom has always been sweet and loving, and she's always loved people, and she's always put everyone before her, especially her kids. And so she's very selfless, and I hope I can be as good of a, hopefully I am as good of a mom as she is. Her being there for everything for school. We always had field trips, different events. She was always there, and then one of my other favorite memories is going to Nashville with her. Well, she always made chop suey, which is not like your normal go to a Chinese food restaurant and order chop suey. It's like my favorite thing, and now I can make it.
But she won't. I mean, she won't do it for me.
I'll bring you up.
Yeah, bring us up, yeah.
We'll have chop suey for Mother's Day. How about that?
I love
That
it.
would be nice.
Thank you for raising me to be the woman that I am.
Lynn, what's one of your favorite things about being a mom?
This is my baby. I love her. She's had her bad times, but I took care of that. And we get along pretty good together.
Happy Mother's Day.
My mom's name was Eva, Webster. Mom, I don't see you very often, and I miss you so much that I would love to be able to sit down and talk with you like we used to, because you were my biggest fan. You love me so much, and you always listen to me, and I try to do that for my daughter. I try to treat my daughter the way my mom treated me. Very
She was a
loving.
good granny.
She was, the kids called her Granny.
Yeah.
And they were the greatest parents in the whole, I think, in the whole wide world. I don't know any more parents, but I know mine were fantastic.
She's the best mom ever. Very patient and caring. Puts everybody needs first, for sure.
Thank you, baby.
And your favorite memory with Kathy?
Probably Sunday dinners, because every Sunday we would always eat at like 3, one big meal, and it was always something like big or special, like every time. Like, and it was just learning from her how to cook and how to make it work no matter what.
You had a favorite dish of hers?
Probably the roast. Yeah, with the kids, with like Lexi when she was a baby. I didn't want her to leave. When my 6 weeks was up, I didn't want her to leave. So guess what I did? I went home with her. Because she was an hour away, and I'm like, you're not leaving me. So I just decided to go and spend a couple of weeks with her because I wasn't ready. She's very special.
You are more so special to me.
I know. So
she's my baby girl. I have 2 boys, and then she's my baby girl.
I know. So,
and I was so proud. Thank God every day that I had her, because I thought I was going to have another boy.
Oh gosh,
honey, you are so special to me. You're my baby girl.
I know.
Happy Mother's Day.
My mother's name is my middle name. Gertrude was raised there by 2 very wonderful parents who did everything they could for me. My mom did everything she could in the art department to get me involved with paint and crayons and all the good things. My mom was good at being a mom and wanted the best for me. As she got older, she developed the creative art of ceramics. As my children got older, she developed the art of porcelain dolls and would pour them into molds and then fire them. And she made several for my daughters. She was quite a seamstress, and as a result, it was probably 4th grade before I had a dress that came from a store.
I didn't know that about your mom, that she was a painter and crayons and creative artistically, because this one's very creative artistically too, with paints and crayons. In fact, she was a preschool Head Start director for many, many years, and so she took that from her mama. It sounds like.
I am now blessed with the most caring of daughters in this whole wide world. And she has taken care of me in such rare form that I can't ever tell her how special she is. But she chose this place as a resident for me, and I think she chose well.
I think so too. It's about my mom. My mom is probably the most generous person you could meet, and also just so kind. She loves kids, and from her I got my love of animals, but specifically cats. We are cat ladies to the extreme. We love cats. If you go to her room, you can go meet her kitties, Lily and Inky. And I thought I wanted a dog, and she kept telling me cats are easier, you should get a cat. And I finally caved, and I got 2 cats, Willie and Nelson, and I love them so much. So I have you to thank for my love of animals, my love of children. I'm a teacher because my mom was a teacher. My dad was an educator. He was a principal. And so I love that she loves to read, and we both love to read. And so my mom is just so patient, so understanding. She loves everybody. You don't meet a person my mom doesn't love. So anyhow, I love all those things about my mom. Oh, we have so many memories. My mom is my best friend in the whole wide world. My favorite memories of my mom probably pretty much are every single memory I have with her. But we took these long road trips together, just me and my mom. And we would road trip either to Atlanta first and then over to San Antonio and then back to Kansas City throughout the summer. We'd spend 2 months just traveling. Or we'd drive down to San Antonio and then go see, and we'd go by way of the beach or go by way of New Orleans. And my mom and I just road tripped, and she let me listen to whatever music I wanted to listen to in the car. And she let me drive once I had a permit to drive. And we have shared so much together on these road trips. We've gone over thousands of miles together because we did this every single summer. And then when I moved to California, she took the trip with me driving to California and back a few times too. So we are road warriors together.
Yeah.
And she's my co-pilot. And in addition to that, you just being there for everything for me are favorite memories of mine. So one year my mom bought me a stuffed cat, my sister and I, a stuffed cat for Valentine's Day, which I named Valentine. And that was my favorite stuffed animal for a long time. And it would end up on my bed. And one time I came home from elementary school, maybe 4th grade or something, and there was a report card on my bed from my cat who had also gone to school that day. And it said things like flying, B+, catching mice.
Yeah.
What did he get in catching mice? Do you remember?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I counted.
But it was all different things that the kitty did at school while I was at school, and it had a grade card on it. So from that moment on, I couldn't wait to see my kitty cat's report card every so often sitting on my bed on how well he did, his little progress report on his time at school. So that's how creative my mom is. Okay, what I want to tell you is I love you so much.
Because the most important thing is right here.
I feel the exact same way. I talk to my mom on the phone every single day, and because she moved in here just last week, her phone number has not ported over, and so I just hurried over here. I got all my work done, and I had to hurry over here as fast as I could because I missed her so much. So anyway, what I want to tell you is I love you so much, and I just am so thankful and grateful for you.
Well, I would say the same thing.
I think we got really lucky.
Yeah.
We are the best of friends.
And I hope we can continue that for a while.
We will.
Yeah.
We got about 50 more years, Mama.
Yeah, I certainly hope so.
Well, I love you.
I love you more than you'll ever know.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day!
Anna Slanina. She was a little young, coming from Czechoslovakia, and found her husband in Czechoslovakia, no, in New York. And she was with him for many years. Well, I guess every day. I couldn't pick up one because she was always very good to me. And when she was mad at me, she didn't show up too much. She was always very, very good with her grandma.
My grandma was.
She was a real sweet lady. She suffered terribly from
rheumatoid arthritis.
Arthritis.
Guess what? Yeah.
but she managed to cook very well.
And you know what? She never complained about
Never.
anything.
Never.
I mean, the woman was just, the pain had to be devastating, and she just never complained.
And I miss her very much. And she did everything in the world for me. And I loved her very much. Mama made a good bread for me, especially. She made the nut bread for the family. Mom, I still have money in the bank.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
You better be honest.
Well, I am. If I'm honest, will you still speak to me?
No.
Okay. My mom is an individual, and she's always taught me to be honest and kind and to be an individual. And so she is an individual too. She's very unique. She has a lot of interesting hobbies, and she is a great mom.
All through this, she had her fingers crossed like that. I loved you the minute you peeked through that blanket at the hospital.
You sure you had the right kid, right? You're making
That's what I asked him.
Yeah.
I says to him, Doctor, I'm loving this child to the very end. Please tell me I got the right child. He said, no, I wouldn't give you the wrong child.
My mom and I, we've got a lot of differences. We're very different people, but we share our love for thrift stores and garage sales.
Oh, indeed we do.
And I'm a thrift store junkie. I mean,
Thrift store.
I'm going to a thrift store today to buy something else that I don't need probably. Okay. Yeah. Also, this memory came to my mind this morning. I'm a huge animal person, and my mom is too. That's one of my jobs, right? And when I got my first kitten, we didn't want to tell my dad. He was at work. And because he's, well, no, we don't need any cats and we don't need any animals, and add in the shopper, right? Mm-hmm. And free kittens. So we went to this house, and I can still remember this. And I was like, what? I was 10. I'm going to be 67, okay? So we go to this woman's house. I can still see her. And she said, well, I've got one left, and she's under the bed. So I dropped to my knees, and I crawled under and reached under the bed, and this little kitten got right into my hands. And she came home with us. My dad was getting ready to get home from work. Mm-hmm. And so we had a box. Cats like boxes, everybody knows that. Mm-hmm. You spend money on cat beds, forget it. Get a box from Costco, right? Okay, so she was in this box, and we had a grocery sack on top of it. And it was sitting on the floor, and my dad came in and goes, what's in that box?
Well, and she stuck her little head up.
Right. She said, I don't know where that kitten came from. Do you?
That's right. I lied to her.
You lied to my dad about it.
One of the few liars.
But it didn't matter because I wasn't driving yet, so he knew we were in it together, right?
Yes.
If you had to tell Teresa anything, what would you like to tell her?
Thank you.
She was a very loving child. I thank the dear Lord to this day. Thankful for her. I've always loved you from day to night. No matter if we fought or if you left home, you were always in my prayers. And asked the good Lord to take care of you. And to this day I do that. And He has answered my prayers because she is a wonderful child and a great girl. I have no regrets. I always loved her, and she was always a wonderful child, and still is.
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day! Wonderful.
Well, let's say she's goofy, she's lovable. She can beat me from time to time if you make her mad, but other than that, she's a lovable person. She's a grateful person, cheerful person. We just want to talk to. She's there to listen always. Favorite memories?
All of them. Well, for me, my mom is loving, caring. She tell you when you're wrong, no matter the situation. My favorite memory of my mom is my mom. When we found out my mom had endometriosis, and she was in the hospital for a very long time.
she was going up and down, up and down, up and down. And when I finally went to go see my mama, because she was in ICU for a while, and when I finally went to go see her, my mama was so small, like, it really, that's when I knew I had to put my big girl jaws on, being the big sister. I had to really get myself together. And when I say I was on my hands and knees every day praying, asking God to bring my mama home, because I wasn't ready to deal with, you know, having to lose my mama or anything. But she pulled through. She came home. Of course, she came home a little fussy. For me to see, like, my mama go through that was the most scariest moment for me. Because we had a daycare at that time, and it was like I had to do everything. I had to make sure I took the kids to school, make sure I stayed on that schedule for them, make sure I had the house clean. But I'm happy she made it through. That you're an amazing mama. You are an amazing mama. You taught me so much raising us by yourself. That just meant a lot, because you're a strong Black woman.
These are my backbone. My oldest, my baby. It was, you know, being a mom, it doesn't come with a book. You never know if you're doing right or wrong. But I wouldn't train my two girls for nothing in the world. She was my first. She was a preemie, 7 pounds, 3 ounces. Had her in my 7th month. My best time with her, she didn't like to be dirty. As a kid, Mommy, my hands are dirty. Please give me a bath. She didn't want just her hands washed. I had to wash the whole thing, sometimes her hair too. With her, it's my miracle baby. My daughter almost died. She had a virus called the rotavirus. Almost lost her. But God seen through to bring her and kept her here with us. I just love being a mom. All over the world, I got people calling me mama.
I'm one of them.
Beyonce told me, don't you bring not another person home. Because with both of us, we have 12 kids. More girls than boys. They drive me bonkers. They get on my nerves, but I wouldn't trade none of them. Not even my stepkids for nothing in the world. I'm really, truly blessed to have these young ladies. And I also have 2 sons. I'm truly blessed.
I wouldn't say a favorite, because my mama, she throws down. When I say throws down, my mama can cook everything. Everything. Like, when people come over, like, 'cause my dad is a Rough Rider, so when, like, some of his people come over, or if our just family come over, they be throwing down. They be like, your mama can cook. They be licking their fingers and stuff. Fire squad is dirt.
Not in mine.
I love y'all.
Love you too, Mama. Love you too, Mama.
Y'all get on my nerves, but y'all are the best thing in the life. These are my values. My heart. Never give up on your kids, no matter what. I love them both. These are mine. Happy Mother's Day!
Julia is her name. My goodness, I loved her. She was a good mother. And what can I say? I loved her. My mother was a farmer.
Was pretty special crop, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, it was watermelon.
Absolutely.
Watermelon.
Was she a good cook?
Yes. Yes, she was a good cook. She was a wonderful mother.
If you could say anything to Grandma, what would you say? To
I
your
wish
mom?
she was here.
You wish she was here?
I wish you were here. To visit with you, hold your hand. You're too far away.
She's in your heart.
Yes, yes, in my heart. Very much so, Mother.
She's a people person. She's been happy all the time, likes people. You know.
She likes having her people around her.
Yeah.
All of her her grandkids and all of her kids.
She liked, helping in the church and all the church people and events. There was a lot, we always work together with the church and events with the church, doing that, going on trips. One of the big ones we had with her was out to Pikes Peak in Colorado, and then down to Dad's brother in Arizona.
Wow.
And those were always fun. You love to sing and you love music.
Oh yes, always had music at church, and singing all the time.
And around the house. I guess one of the ones she did make all the time was spaghetti and meatballs. Made homemade spaghetti sauce and meatballs.
That's
That
the
was
first
a big
thing
one.
I ever had with the family when I came down the first time.
Is that right?
Is
Yeah.
spaghetti and meatballs.
You made a big. What do you enjoy about being a mom?
Well, just being there with taking care of them, and they were fun, and taking care of them.
Happy Mother's Day.
My mother's name was Elsie Mae Cooley, Little Watershed, and she had 10 of us. She worked hard all her life.
She was an
wonderful mother, wonderful mother. Oh yes, we'd go down and spend 2 weeks with her, and we'd go out to the lakes, just picnic. We'd stay all night, and she just spread blankets out on the ground for us to lay on. We had lots of fun growing up. She's just a wonderful mom. She made mulligan. She was, and it was really fun. But when the neighbors and all found out she was making mulligan, we went from not from one kettle to a great big dish pan. She could really fry fish. She had platters of fried fish when we'd had fish fried, that and potato salad. I laid awake the other night and I was started back to memory, the first Christmas and all. And you laugh and you cry. But we had a lot of good times.
How would I describe my mom?
Yeah.
She always put her kids first. Family was always the most important to her. She always put us before anything. She's just an amazing mother. She worked for the school when we were in school. So she would be there when we left for school, but she would be home before we got home. And she always had something, cookies or brownies or something for us as soon as we walked in that door. And meals were always the same time, 5 o'clock. When Daddy walked in that door, she just was just amazing mother. Very hands-on, never missed any of the activities that the brothers or any of us were in. She just supported us in every way. She just an amazing mother. Favorite memory? I think it would be any of the holidays. She made them all special. Everybody was welcome. Anybody walk in the door. It was always welcome. That you could just feel the hospitality, and just always made every one of our friends feel welcome. And pretty special. It would be hard to pick the one special thing because she did special things for us every day in so many ways. What would I like to tell her?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for being the mother that she's always been to us. I don't think the words thank you cover it, but it would have to be thank you for just the life that she gave us kids, and bringing up and always being there, and just an amazing mother in every way.
Yeah, I just really enjoyed life. We really did. We had lots of fights, but we had lots of fun, didn't we?
Yes, and family's always been the most important to her.
Yes.
Winters. She was a seamstress, very good. But
And the best great grandmother. I mean, just awesome. Everything about her. And my mom's kind of getting like that now too.
well, she wasn't your great grandmother.
Well, no, I was saying she was great. but
Oh,
not
great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the greatest grandmother I could hope for. I really loved her a lot, and she loved me.
Yeah, she was a good cook and a good mother. I mean, she was a good cook, but she couldn't.
Good baker.
It wasn't like steaks and things like that. It was basic meat, potatoes, and vegetables.
Keep you alive and full. Yeah.
And healthy. They all live a long time. She's 90 something.
Well, she was a seamstress. She made my wedding gown. We went into New York for the lace, and she copied a picture out of the Bed and Homes and Gardens magazine. And she didn't use a pattern. She never did. And she made my whole wedding outfit, and she made all the girls' clothes too. She was a big quilter. She did a lot of quilting, which I
She does too.
inherited. My sister also, she did a lot of that too. So it's kind of in our blood, you know. I sat there this afternoon and did embroidery because I like to do that kind of stuff. Oh, Pauline, my dear, you're probably shopping upstairs at Kmart.
I love it.
She loved her Kmart.
That's where I got that from. I still to this day.
Tell me a little bit about Eleanor. Some of your favorite traits and qualities about her.
Careful.
She was an incredibly good mom. Like she taught us a lot, so much stuff, life skills. She was a den mother, a Girl Scout master. Did you have a Girl Scout pack or something?
Well, I was just a scout leader.
A scout leader. Her and my father had like a Cub pack and like a bunch of people, hundreds of people. And they got me into scouting. They took me camping all over, every cross country when I was little. But what I remember most is Bradbury Mountain State Park in Maine. This little town called Bath. That was like the ocean was right there. And no one really went there. There was nothing there. It was spectacular. And she taught me my passion for entertaining, like how to set a table, and most importantly, really how to bake Christmas cookies because of her. And I'm doing better than I did before, but it's a true art and whatever. It's going to take a little bit longer, but I have all her recipes in a box, literally like a big tub of Christmas stuff and recipes and stuff that she would share with me over the years. And my joy of Christmas time comes from her.
I get long distance calls. How do I do this? Not only from him, but from his sister too.
Absolutely. I've had some of those treats. They are
Right.
delicious. Yum. Favorite memory, if you have any others?
Well, I don't know if it's favorite, but it's like the first thing that pops to mind. When we went to Lake Tobyhanna and it was frozen.
Yeah.
And like we stood out on that whatever pier, dock or whatever, just how beautiful, because we went camping there all the time when I was a kid. And I kind of forgot about it really, but that day that we were there, just no one was there. I mean, it was miles and miles of just white and trees and beautiful landscape. And bears. But her and I walked all the way out on this dock. I think Dad must have been afraid to or wanted to sit in the car or whatever, because he didn't come with us, but we walked all the way out onto that lakefront. It was spectacular. My favorite dish, yeah.
Oh, I know what he's going to say.
Potato pancakes. From back in the day, thank you. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for being, teaching me stuff. And even though, because I didn't really pay a lot of attention back then, I might have been a little delinquent. It was magical because none of the other kids had moms like that. And I literally, when I think about you, I think about Martha Stewart, but that you were before her and better than her. And that's really all I can say about that. And right now, I just, if I could say anything, just be kind and be grateful because you're 90, like you're a dinosaur. You're still here, and we have so much more to celebrate because I don't think you're going anywhere. You're too spiteful.
How can I go anywhere?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, and with Christina too. When I see the two of you together, you're such a good influence on her, and I know she loves you so much.
It's wonderful because we were married 10 years before we had them. And can I squeal?
Yeah.
My kids are adopted. We were the first military family in the area to be allowed to adopt because they felt that military people moved around too much. They've been good to me since, coming out here, they've helped a lot. I'm not left alone totally, they're real good.
She raised good kids.
Yes, she did.
I hope so.
It took a while, but happy Mother's Day.
I am a mother of 2 kids. I have a daughter, Ariana, who's sitting next to me, and she's 19, she's getting ready to be 20, and I have a son who is 10. Something I really love about being a mother is the fulfillment I have watching my kids grow up and achieve challenges that we have in the world today, and striving at doing better than I ever did as a child. So that makes me be really proud as a mother. Some favorite memories are taking them on trips. I love to take my kids places so they can explore the world. I don't want them to feel boxed into one location of where we live. I want them to experience it as kids so that when they grow up and they're older, it's not like they're seeing things for the first time. I want them to know that all this stuff is out there for them to experience in life.
My mom is very kind and loving. She has so much determination and motivation when it comes to work, school, and especially her children. My favorite memory of us is when we went to California and we went to this place called the Santee Alley and spent a lot of money on stuff we didn't need. And I also spent all of my tax refund check there. She learned how to make that soup from Olive Garden. That stuff is good.
What's the soup?
Zuppa Toscana. Toscano.
With the potatoes and the sauce, and I'm very proud of the woman she's becoming. She exceeds any goals that I ever thought she would have in life. By far.
Thank you. I want to tell her that I'm excited that we're both in school at the same time. Because when she graduates from her school, I'll be graduating shortly after from my school.
Oh, cool.
So
That's so sweet.
Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's name was Mildred, my mother. My mother was a wonderful lady who lived home, took care of her family. I had 2 brothers, and she just took on a job toward the end of her life just to get out a little bit, and wasn't much of a workload on her. And she kept house, and she was a good mother. Extremely clean when it came to house cleaning and so forth. Did so many. I guess one of the best ones she made loaf. I'm sorry.
But I remember she did macaroni and cheese, scalloped potatoes and ham, things like that. Comfort food, all delicious.
Mom, I learned a lot from you. I learned a lot about cooking and many other things, and I was very happy to have you for my mother. God bless you.
She was a good mom as well. She was also a very good cook, so I guess she got that from maybe her mom. I'd like to think maybe I followed that. Let's see. She was always fun to be around. We did a lot of fun things together. Shopping and just things like that. She taught me how to clean. I guess a lot of the best memories I have are like in the summertime we would always take a family vacation for a week and go go up to like a cabin or something in northern Wisconsin. And both of my parents worked full time, so it was special when we had that week together as a family, like holiday meals at our house. So it was always a big production with polishing the silver and, you know, baking a ham or a turkey or something like that. So probably one of those big meals with all the sides. Just that I love you very much.
Thank you.
As I had my kids and obviously her grandchildren, she was very involved with them and came to visit a lot. So a good grandma.
I had two daughters, Kim and her younger sister, Tammy, and they were girls with the usual things that girls do, and we got along good and they got along and we had a good time while they were growing up, I believe. Well, I think I've already told her enough that I love her and I'm proud of her, and I don't know how I could have a nicer daughter.
Oh, that's sweet.
Happy Mother's Day.